Tube, tunnel, subway. Since 1863, the Underground in London. Swapping, exchanging, switching. Tube swapping is not defined in any dictionary yet.
Tube swapping?
Tube swapping?
A hobby, change the line. Yes. There's no sense for me.
A new underground movement, not subversive, an underground line-changing game.
3.
Start at the ticket barrier. The inventor, a Londoner, a city IT consultant.
Well, it sort of struck me one day, the tube is more than a process of getting from one place to another. It's actually, you know, a total system which could be used in a different way. Everybody who comes down into the tube in the morning, you can see the way they react and they act together. They all conform to a kind of unwritten law, which is the way you should behave on the tube.
Two ace tube swappers, Robin and Oliver, both 14 from South London. The tube has become their second home.
Tube swapping? Well, as far as I know, there are people travelling on the tube, trying to get from A to B as quickly as possible, while swapping lines as often as possible. And for every swap, they get something like 7 minutes deducted from their journey time.
The Arena, 275 stations, 12 lines with 2,810 carriages on 420 kilometres of track. Every one of the 927 million travellers can join in.
It started in a pub, actually. We used to meet in a pub after work, you know, just for a few drinks, me and my colleagues. And it just happened that we were discussing the tube, as one does. We came up with a kind of bet, you know, how we could get to the office. And we'd time the journey and we'd make notes of which lines we took. And then we tried different routes and time those as well. And that was the beginning of the game.
This is Travis. He's so lost.
A game that generates allies and enemies.
Where is he?
Oliver and Robin catch sight of their opponent.
There he is.
Lawrence, the Piccadilly Potter.
Oh no, you missed the train.
Still gonna beat you. Yeah, right. See you later. Much later. We'll be waiting for you.
Obsessed with this work.
A game enjoyed by young and old.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do that. Like, we would do that today. Yes, we've done that. We started out from South Woodford, Central Line, and then we changed at Mile End, and we got on the District Line. So yes, that is very easy and very convenient to do.
The sound of the escalators and the sound of the trains and all the passengers and the walkways, it's just really nice, and I enjoy being down here in the tunnels.
Well, I've been travelling on the tube since a very early age at school, and I found that using different pathways, using different tubes to avoid certain points, you can actually get to one point to the other faster.
The essence was really to find a way that you could break out of this system which is there in front of you, and sort of get free of it. And this is how tube swapping, I think, appealed to me. Lots of people have started doing the same thing because obviously they are actually seeing what is going on in front of their eyes, and they don't have to use it for that reason. They can use it for something special.
Well, for most people, when they catch the underground, they really want to go somewhere. They want to get to their destination. But for some of us, the journey itself becomes the purpose and the reason for being here.
You're running down the stairs and you can hear the tube in the platform. You know, you've got about 5 seconds to get there. And you run and you make it, and it's such a buzz, you know, it's great.
It's inevitable that the game will become international. Paris, New York, Moscow. Tube swapping is tolerated in London. Will other cities be as liberal?
If that sort of thing make you feel good, you can do it. But for me, I just watch everybody do it and watch how they enjoy themselves and take it for granted that they are and I'm not.
Tube swapping is confusing for some people, but participants have their own strategies.
What's your favourite line, actually?
My favourite line, Northern Line, because it goes nearest my house.
Is that the only reason?
No, it's also like the best line, I think. It's the most reliable.
There's loads of stops on the Northern Line.
Yeah, I know, but it's like reliable. They're always going. It's not like the District Line, which kind of like stops running.
And does the East London line count as a tube as well?
Yeah, I mean, it does count as a tube though. You need to use it if you want to get the all lines bonus. So obviously it does.
All lines bonus?
All lines bonus. If you use all the lines, you get an extra like 20 minutes taken off.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's very hard to use all the lines.
First, I just get all the results and put them down into Excel just so that we had them. But that wasn't really enough. And then I thought, you know, maybe a computer game. But then again, the tube is such a real kind of event that you can't put that onto the computer. You can't have a virtual tube. On July the 4th, 2002, I started to publish a swapping task on the net every fortnight so that people could register and sign in. And so it's sort of growing from there.
Extramural activities. Subject, tube swapping.
Oh, here we go. Swappingthetube.co.uk. And, okay, last week's winner were the Taylor Tubies. Again, I know. We'll beat them one day. We came 5th. Not too bad. And, oh, shit. Look who came 4th. Lawrence. We're never going to hear the end of this one. New task. Right, so the new task is, it's Paddington to Waterloo. Okay, right. Okay, that's, oh God, right, 5 million different ways. Okay.
The art of tube swapping involves planning, researching, and the race.
3, 4. Oh, this is like, we've just found out the new route, and we're just trying to work out a good route, so we're just doing our own thing, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Yeah. We have our own sign language thing. It's all here. It's just, so if we're in a crowded carriage or something, we can talk to each other without having to shout at each other. And so if like someone else is in the room, we don't want them to know our route, we can talk about it.
Research on location. Swappers have 3 categories. Triple S, super swapping station.
Could just come in there. Oh well.
OKs, regular interchange station.
Up the escalator.
And BSS, bad swapping station, for emergency use only.
You can go upstairs if you're going east. Left if you're going west.
To win the race requires the maximum number of swaps done in the shortest possible time.
What are you writing down?
Oh, just some directions to different lines from the Piccadilly.
Why are you writing them down?
So next time we know where we're going, we don't have to stop to look at signs and stuff, we can just run straight there.
Excuse me, do you know if there's a spiral staircase down to the Piccadilly level anywhere?
Yeah, it's just around the back of the lift down.
Okay. Cheers, mate.
A skill comes in finding the most creative and satisfying ways of making these connections. And that is really where the real art and satisfaction of tube swapping comes from.
Because I mean, that's one of the best things about the tube is like, oh, there's so many different twisting corridors and there's also many different ways to get around. And you can like, there's so many different combinations and it's really, that sounds quite keen.
It's a lot quicker than the lifts.
As all his time is spent studying, and that is the main thing that I'm worried about. He comes back home in the evening, completely exhausted. He seems completely whacked out, and just flops down in his room. But then he's surrounded by papers of all kinds. I don't quite know what he's up to, but that's his spare time.
Face to face with the Piccadilly Potter.
So, you've checked the site?
Yeah.
Well, what is it then?
You really want to know, don't you?
Yes.
Well, log on and there you go.
Lively and intuitive spirits versus a self-assured swot.
8 swaps. Paddington to Waterloo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good. Been there tons of times. I know every best way.
So far, he's always been faster.
Well, good luck.
What's that supposed to mean? You're better than us.
Yeah?
Stupid. You're not going to beat us.
Leave it.
We're better than you. We're going to beat you.
Just leave it.
He agrees with me. I am better than you.
Oliver wants to show him and throws down the gauntlet.
My Xbox, that we get a better swapping time than you.
Okay, my bike.
Hey, you two, you boys, have you seen Napoleon? Huh? Have you? Come on, he's right over. He was with me. He was with me ever since I was at St. James Park. He's never been gone. He's never been away from my side. Okay? You've never seen him. Napoleon? Little chihuahua about this big?
Sorry, mate.
Oh, come on, he's fragile.
I haven't seen him. Crazy man.
Actually, I do recall Napoleon at Waterloo.
Yeah, it's true, mate.
God, he scared me.
It's a bit of a battle, really, and you're trying to defeat this thing that the tube becomes, some kind of monster. But inevitably, you're always going to lose. Really, it makes you become some kind of modern Siegfried.
I'm not mad about it. It's bad enough as it is at times, so why prolong the agony?
We have everything here.
Soon, tube swapping will become totally commercially exploited. Everything emblazoned with the swapping logo.
Anyway, we're going to get this book called Access the Underground. And we've been trying to get this book ever since we heard about it, about 2 months ago. Lawrence got it last month, and since then he's been very smug about all this, like, hey, I got this book. And we're going to be able to beat him because it gives us the routes of how to get to every different station, like interchanges and stuff. Very useful.
Just as good as him.
Better than him, mate. He's a slow little hamster, isn't he? Waddles along the stations. It's true. Take the Northern Line down to Charing Cross and change to Bakerloo down to Waterloo. It's one possibility. Or...
Excuse me, can you tell me the way to Piccadilly Circus?
Yeah, sure. Just take the northbound up to King's Cross, then change onto the Victoria, go southbound down to Oxford Circus, change into the Central, go eastbound to Holborn, and change into the Piccadilly, and go to Piccadilly Circus.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks.
Robin, you idiot. But anyway...
Who's asking for it?
Bloody tourist.
Personal records, mate. It's crunch time. Who's won?
You start. Okay then. Paddington to Notting Hill Gate.
Edgware Rose.
Oxford Circus.
Baker Street.
Green Park.
The Oxford Circus.
Piccadilly Circus.
Sutton Court Road.
Charing Cross.
Leicester Square.
Embankment.
Green Park.
Westminster to Waterloo. Loser.
Victoria to Westminster. To Waterloo. You. So I'll pick up my bike in the morning, shall I?
No.
Be round nice and early.
No, it's impossible.
It's no use.
Get your map out
No,
now,
mate.
or it's too late.
It's too late. You've lost.
Should have done your
Should have done
homework.
this before. Before you challenged us.
If you don't believe us, here's the evidence. Shall we depart? I think we shall.
It's a photo finish. Piccadilly Potter passed the barrier 5 seconds earlier, but Oliver and Robin did one more swap, which means they've done it.
Sweet smell of victory.
Let's go home. Then I should stop. Oh, shut up. All right, come on.
And I'm absolutely amazed that people do that. And if I didn't know any differently, I'd say sort of thing that people pull other people's legs.